Welcome to Common Fitting Adjustments for the Carpe Diem dress. I'm Ray Cumby of Fit for Art Patterns, and I will be your guide. We're going to look first at tracing off the pattern and consider the tools that you need for pattern work in order to do these pattern adjustments. They are all written and illustrated in the Common Fitting Adjustment document, which can be found in the Helpful Hints section of the dress help of fitforartpatterns.com. So that's fitforartpatterns.com. You go to Helpful Hints and you want to find the dress section, and then you'll see the link to the Common Fitting Adjustments. You can copy it if you like, or you can just take it and use it online to guide you as you do these adjustments. Now here are the things you're going to need. You're going to need a flat cutting surface or drawing surface so that you can do your pattern work nice and flat. And when you watch me do the short video of tracing off the pattern, you'll see that I do have a rubber mat and a flat table that is kept clean when I'm doing my pattern work. You'll need a roll of paper, and we do sell this online. We have actually a kit called the pattern adjusting kit, pattern drafting kit, I think, and it contains a roll of paper. It also contains a straight ruler, an 18-inch long by 2 inches wide with 1/8 inch increment ruler, which we find very helpful in doing pattern work. It contains our amazingly wonderful Fit for Art curved ruler, which you will also be using to join and blend your seams and create the curves that women's garment patterns require. You'll also need from your own stash a pair of paper scissors, and you will want a roll of tape. And we find it very useful to have a roll of tape in a heavy tape dispenser. That way you do not have to keep trying to hold the tape dispenser while you're pulling the tape out. The tape dispenser will just sit there nice and steady and stable, and sometimes I even use it to hold the pattern in place while I'm working on it. You also might want to have some pattern weights. I keep some pattern weights on the table. You can use all kinds of different things to be pattern weights. I have these little Dritz ones, which I like, and they're colorful so I can find them. Those are the tools that you're going to need to do the pattern work that we're going to look at in these common fitting adjustment videos. So we are going to look now at the video of tracing off the back pattern. I will do that in advance of doing the round back adjustment, and once you see that, you'll be ready to do your own pattern tracing. To trace off the back of the Carpe Diem, which is what we're going to do right now in the size medium, so we can do a round back adjustment in the next video. You need to have the base pattern, and I have it here, and you can see that each size has a different little notation, and the medium is the little evenly spaced dashes here, and on mine they are blue. Not all of the patterns are color-coded, but if you're lucky enough to have one that's color-coded, it will be in blue. Now we have our tracing paper here, and I have already gone to the trouble to draw it's not trouble though when you're doing pattern work, because this is all very helpful. I have drawn the balance lines and grain lines onto this piece of tissue, and I always do that before I start to trace a pattern, because it really lets you return to the pattern and know exactly where you were if that is important to you. And here I have drawn the center back line, the grain line, and the HBLs, and now we're going to trace the exterior lines of the pattern in the size medium. If you are not comfortable using a curved ruler, this is a good time for you to learn how to use one, because you can spend a few minutes finding the right curve on the curved ruler, and I found one right here to get the neckline drawn, and you can draw it on. And so these are the rulers that you need when you're doing pattern work, a straight ruler and a curved ruler. The shoulder line is straight, so I'm going to use the straight ruler on the shoulder line and make sure I transfer the notch there. And then I have here a very curvy ruler line here for the shoulder, which of course we know does need a little bit of nuance. And I'm going to go from here to that first balance line. And then I'm going to find, and at that point we kind of twist and start going out, not in. So see if we can find a good line for that. Here we have one right here. Will get us our medium. This on the Fit for Art ruler, you have a very slight curve on this inner curve. There are no straight lines except this little straight line section right here. This truly is a curved ruler, but most of the lines on our patterns have a little bit of lilt to them, so this ruler works perfectly. So there is our medium, and I'm going to put a couple of little notches there to get myself going. And now I have traced off the entire medium, and I'm ready to cut it out so we can do the round back adjustment. I have labeled it Carpe Diem, back, medium, and if I knew who it was for, I would put their name on it too, and often I put the date, and in case it is January of 2022. Tracing off the pattern is very smart. I also have traced off both facings, I already did this, that go with this pattern, so when I adjust the pattern, I can also adjust the facings. Thanks for watching this video about tracing the back of the pattern. As you prepare to do your adjustments for your Carpe Diem dress, you can trace any pattern that you want, choosing the sizes that you need to work between, or you can cut the pattern paper and use it as you wish to develop your pattern, and then tape on or make any changes you have to the pattern itself. Good pattern work is a really important part of garment sewing, and I hope you picked up a couple of tips and are ready to get started adjusting your Carpe Diem dress pattern to personalize it to your own body. Happy sewing!